Hey everybody, welcome to the YouTube again. So I didn't upload for a little while there. There's a lot I did off of the screen. So let's just jump right back into it. This boat I actually got into completely apart to see how this is going to work when I do the upgrades. So I ordered the upgrades and they're on the way. I got basically everything set up to do the upgrades, but I want to address this guy because it's been running horribly. I redid the entire carburetor, took it apart, and got it to where everything's cleaned on this, and for some reason it's running really just weird. I can't tune it out either. This motor sat for a while, it was really gummed up, and I just threw some WD-40 and started it, and that was great. But something I feel like is fishy in the motor, where I just want to go through, look at it, clean it up, see if there's something in the motor. Because with a clean carb and stock settings, even with adjusting the settings a little bit, I've got nothing. Low end, it's okay. You can pin it and it can get up, and then as soon as it wants to cross over to the high needle, nothing. It's just like, it just sits there and plays around. I should have taken some videos, like I said, but I was like, stubborn a little bit. So anyway. Also, that's where okay. I want to get into this. Let's do some work here. I did some work on my plane, glued that back together, and I've been doing some research with a new transmitter because I think that's where I'm limited now. I think the transmitters are limiting me in my ability to fly, but especially with smaller models, because I have no transmitter that'll work with my smaller models. So I've got to get a transmitter and pull the trigger. I'm looking at a DX8, which is really old, but it's still up to date with the bind and flies. So I might just do that. We'll see, but right now, let's address this this motor, huh? Let's get this motor out. I know I work on everything all the time, but I want to have just want them to be perfect. I ran the TA yesterday, did great, no issues. Should have had that on video too, but I found a pivot ball for the suspension. One of the holders somehow cracked, and I don't know where it went, where it is, when it cracked. I found it, so I found some online. Thankfully, there's a whole bunch for sale, but have yet to get in contact with anybody who will respond to me, so I'm not just going to buy it until... When I work with eBay, I message them first before I buy it, because if they don't respond, I'm not going to buy it, because they aren't going to send it. I've had that happen so many times where I'm just like, I'm not buying from you, because I messaged you 3 days ago, and there's no response. Who would do that, Anyway, so let's get this motor out, yeah? Do things a little differently at the end of the video. I want to start like incorporating some sort of like prayer at the end of the video, maybe. Something like that, I don't know. Maybe not, we'll see. But yeah. I'm not gonna take the header pipe off. I guess I need to. I guess I need to take that off. Okay, it's hooked on one end. I always hated these header pipes. They would like, if you didn't take them off right, they'd like spring into your face, or you gotta cut it, whoops. Or like dig into your skin, leave you with a friggin' 2-foot gouge in your hand. I hate these things. But yeah. There we go. I had an off night years ago that I didn't know how to work on and just gouged my finger because of it. It hurt. So, can't really see the motor, can you? I had to cut these because they were stuck in there so badly that I had to get more leverage. So I made them flatheads. You don't take care of a rig, that's what happens. Annie sees them when I put them back in too, so that I didn't have to deal with that ever again. Most people would Loctite them, but nope. My Annie sees everything because Yeah, things just like to tighten up on themselves. And the motor's free. So let's dig into this thing, huh? Can't get the exhaust header off. I don't know why I snipped that zip tie when I just didn't need to, but it's okay. Oh well. Here we have it. So this is much bigger than your average 3 liter or 3 liter. This is huge compared to like a Traxxas 3.0. Much bigger, much bigger. At least it looks like it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's get this thing blown apart, huh? Let's get you closer in here too. Yeah, I've wanted to incorporate prayer or something into my videos. I know not everybody's into that. That's why I'm suggesting, or I'm gonna save it for the end, and then you guys can, if you're not into that, just skip on over it, and you can enjoy the videos regardless of that. But just figured I'd add that before, or say that before. So I really like this rig. It's just I can't get it to rev out, and I know there's so much more to this motor. There's no way it's just that slow. Other news, the Send ran, and that it had a head gasket leak, essentially was what it was. And I put some RTV on it because, once again, the head bolt strip that I repaired, because I've been taking it apart and putting it back together, it eventually just said, all right, goodbye to my threads. So I put that thing up for sale. It does run. I'm not trying to screw people. It does run. But definitely needs a tune, and the RTV is holding, so it does not have a head gasket leak anymore. But it's just chopped together, and I'm not a fan of that. Head button gasket looks good. It's double ringed. Okay, we'll leave that as is. Put these in a safe spot. I don't bother cleaning the rings. They don't really need to be cleaned. Also, you risk bending them and creasing them, and then you're really in trouble. So. Super wet in there, jeez. Okay, do we have another ring right here? It looks like we do. 3 rings, huh? Super high compression and 4 rings. There's no way there's 4 rings on. Oh no, that's the top of the cylinder, which hopefully should just pop right out, huh? Take this gasket off. Sorry about the break in videos there. So I already went through this pole starter a little while ago. I gotta get another towel to clean things off. My chair just decided to collapse under me. That's fantastic. All right. This thing was rusty when I first got in here. And I think that was half the issue of the pole starter not working. No, I think it was the whole issue, actually. So this has got a holder in it so that the thing doesn't come apart when you try to take it off. Smart design. The main thing I worry about are gaskets on this stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention the gasket on the motor backing for the Sen is also RTV'd. I gotta put that in the ad. Those gaskets are shot, and I wasn't paying for gaskets for that car. It's up for a very, very reasonable price. I mean, basically giving the thing away. Especially because it's all original and it runs. Even though it runs rough, it still runs, so the motor has potential. It's just not for me. I could electric swap it, but that's also not going to happen. Oh good, it's a rubber O-ring. I love that. Okay, let's be gentle with this stuff. Golly, it was gummed up though. Good lord, this motor was gummed up. Okay. I don't even want to touch that gasket, to be honest with you. I don't need to. I'm not going to touch it. Oh, good lordy. Look at that. You can't really see in there, can you? I got a light. Yep. Oh, goodness. I lost a part. I think they went into the wristband there. Sure did go into the wristband. That's fine. I'll just leave it out. It's going to come out anyway. Trying to get that cylinder to push up and out. Oh, I think I just got it. Sure did. Nope, I didn't. I think it moved a tad though. Cannot get this sleeve out. I'm gonna heat it and then stick a zip tie in it. See if that'll pop it up, but I just can't get that thing out for the life of me. Let's heat this thing up. I really should be heating the surface around it. Let's try that. It's pretty warm. Yeah, it's hot. This keeps you from scarring up the piston sleeve. Golly, it's hot. We're just gonna cut it. It's better than scarring up the sleeve though. In that case, stick two in there. This is gonna be fun, as you can see. There it goes. It's coming apart. Golly dang, that's taking a lot. I'm glad it's coming out with these though. The zip tie trick works, but Jeezy, Pete's sakes. That isn't there good. Holy crap. A little more leverage on my rotation, huh? Now that I can hold the block. It just cut them. Oh my goodness. It just cut 2 of them. It was already halfway out. I'm so confused. Oh, well, I guess it helps because I'm so dumb. The port on the sleeve is out. All right. Once again, I messed up, so it should slide out though. If it cuts it, I'll just have to put the second piece in. There we go. So that's enough because now you're getting past your block. Now the harder part for me is I don't want to pry on this with anything. I got a plastic pry bar. Can't get it under there. Golly day. Some of these come out real easy. Some of them, as you can see, you just don't want to come out. Or just break your plastic pry bar. That's cool too. Golly day. Really don't want to get a screwdriver on that. I guess it's the outside of the cylinder. And if I, there we go, just a little. I don't recommend this one bit. I'm really not giving much pressure, but I think that's enough to get these under it now. These just flex and bend. It's just too much. Take off your hand too. Alrighty, let's do this. Get some heat on it now. There it goes. There it goes. Just a little bit. I'm really not giving much pressure on this pry. If anything, it's just, other than the last one there, it tripped me up. Oh, goodness sakes. Golly day, this is not easy, man. What is going on? And there goes the top. See, this is... I don't know, man. This is just not it. Well, that won't seal anymore. I guess I just ruined that, huh? I did the unconventional method because, you know, it's already ruined, so. So the inside's fine. Maybe I'll run some 300, 400 grit on the top there on a block, but sure, I just ruined that completely, so oh well, right? Anyway, let's get this fix the flathead. There we go. Well, that came out easily. Now, let's get this crankshaft off. Go, cross hatch, no edges catching the fingernail.